Hey, this is Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 390. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan, and we're going to finish off the party in Eldraine. Now, hit our theme song!
You almost didn't get through the intro.
I managed, though. I pushed hard, and I made it. Like taking a poop.
Uncle Brando's
Fiber Emporium. You and Aiden turned me on to eating fiber, and now I do.
Hey.
And so now I am more regular.
Oh, well, speaking of regular and the fiber of CCO Nation, do all your stuff.
Oh, yeah. Fibers and business daddies who were FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all your gaming needs. And a lot of their gaming supplies made of cardboard, which has fiber in it.
Don't eat it, though. Would not recommend.
No, don't. But, I mean, it is there.
Well, what I would recommend is going to FusionGamingOnline.com using CCO Summer promo code to get a discount on all your Eldraine stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff you're going to buy anyway because it's cool. Nah, there you go.
We're going to talk about some stuff today if you want to buy it and spend less money, aka get a discount, and support the show and support an actual pretty cool local game store in Winnipeg, Manitoba, of all places. But their store is cool, and the people that work there are fantastic. We've met them.
That is very true, yes.
And when you use the two promo codes, you are supporting CCO Podcast. So if you like the content and want to get cards as a result of watching the content, CCO Summer promo code, 5% discount. CCO Perks promo code when you spend over $100, and it's your first time because it's one-time use or one time per account.
Yeah.
I could insert encouragement, make several accounts to get the discount more than one time, but I won't. You're going to get store credit kickback that you can use again to with the first promo code. You can stack the promo code, maximum deals.
Yeah, and then you pay less for stuff you're going to buy anyway. You can buy more of the stuff that you're going to buy anyway.
There it
and
is.
Pay less for it. It's awesome.
Yes, or you could use your savings to buy your good friends Ryan and Brando, your good friend Ryan and Uncle Brando, that is, a beer in Las Vegas when you go to coffee.com/Commander Cookout. If you want to support that way.
Or if you're in a position to help the channel grow, you can also go to patreon.com/CCO Podcast. There you go.
Yeah.
And you can join one of the best communities in Magic the Gathering. Nay, I would say the greatest. 7 out of 10 Discord community you're going to be involved with anywhere. And we've met most of them now, and they're fucking dope-ass people.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Be one of them.
You know what? Something that we don't mention often enough. We say the Discord is great. You get an invite through Discord and through Patreon Messenger for the CCO experience, which is coming up in Las Vegas. What I don't mention or haven't mentioned very often is for the CCO Summer line, of which I'm wearing a shirt and hat from, and the upcoming CCO Fall line, if you're a patron supporter when those lines launch, I send out a discount code. Ooh. So patrons actually can get a percentage off anything that they buy from the CCO store.
Neat.
So
I don't even get that.
Uncle Brando doesn't even get that.
Yeah.
Because
I do want that shirt, though.
F him.
Birthday. Yeah.
So all great reasons to become a patron. You get a sign-up gift, stickers, or tokens, or whatever, and it's our little ways. All of those are our ways to say thank you for supporting the content or thank you for supporting the business daddies, because we do appreciate all that stuff. I don't think we say that enough, eh?
I guess not.
I guess not. Well, it's good to always say thank you.
Yes.
And we don't always say thank you.
Sometimes we say F you, and then we roll out, which is the same thing.
That's in the nation. That's like synonymous, right?
It's like thank you, it's hello, it's goodbye. It's all those things.
It's I beat you in Magic, or you beat me in Magic. It's kind of like the F word. You could use it in so many different ways.
Yes.
It literally is the F word.
Yes, it is literally what.
Good job, Ryan. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Eh? Oh, man. Now, hey, speaking of the big bucks. We've got a giveaway to do. We didn't do it yesterday because today's the bonus show.
Right.
And then speaking of the big bucks, I'm gonna piggyback that segue into we're not going to pay the big bucks for this set.
What the
And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, the giveaway.
Okay.
For guessing Diamond Valley and Asmira Holy Avenger from last week. Remember?
Ass mirror.
Ass Smear.
Yeah,
How come we didn't make that joke?
Because we weren't on the game.
Man, we were in the other studio last week, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Dealing with technical difficulties and stuff.
So a few people got it. They got entered in. 2 entries last week to win a CCO sticker pack, a token pack, now back in stock, and or a regular old stinky pack of Magic cards from the CCO Onion bag.
Yeah.
Tell them how they win. I'm going to try and read this name.
Okay, here's what you do. What you do is you go on to your Gmail or your email. Doesn't have to be the G kind. You put in commandercookout@gmail.com into the send to line. You say your name and your address, full address, including the numerical / alphanumerical
Postal
zip code. Let us know that you won. Make sure that you're you, though, because if you're not using the honor system, you're going to ruin it for everybody.
Yes, you will.
Nobody wants that.
And let us know what you want.
Yeah, then you tell us what you want and we'll send it to you.
Yeah. Usually I send stickers or tokens. That's
Good.
funny, Because it's called the booster pack game.
Our tokens and stuff are cool, though, man.
Yeah. I just talked to the merch manufacturer about getting more of them.
Ooh.
Yeah, more of them, special ones with like maybe gold foiling on them. Well, yeah, all kinds of cool stuff like that. So lots of cool stuff coming. CCO Sidewalk Slam coming up.
Yep.
Is going to have some new stuff to see and to look at and maybe even to be interactive with.
Ooh.
Not like it's going to be live, but maybe giveaways on the show when you watch it and hear like certain words or phrases. You can like, I don't know, enter a contest some way. I want to up the giveaway game for the slam.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, the winner of the booster pack game, Diabolos 07.
What?
If that's you, you're the winner.
What?
And whoever you are, if you don't understand that, you could watch on YouTube, and Editor Joe will have it on the bottom of the show.
Yeah.
And you should be watching on YouTube.
Yeah, because Joe works really hard to make us look cool.
Yes. Also, if you're here for the first time, subscribe.
Yeah.
We banter and BS for like 10 or 15 minutes, and lots of people who come to the nation for the first time really hate that. And then they immediately leave and never come back. Good riddance.
Yeah.
We're going to get to this magic content right now, though. Not paying WotC the big bucks.
Yeah, it's about time, hey?
Yeah, tell me about that. Tell me why and how it makes you feel.
Oh, man, I'm very excited for this because I am a simple person.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have Commander Masters money.
Mm.
Now I have less money
Mm-hmm.
because of Commander Masters.
Mm.
Whereas now I can go out and get a fantastic product with equally as good reprints and some really cool new shit for less money.
Ooh.
For a fifth of the money.
A fifth?
A fifth.
I want a fifth of vodka.
Me too. A fifth. And
Did I hear Uncle Brando call this product fantastic?
Yeah.
Wait a god dang old second.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't have to be super excited about everything in it or love the theme for it to be great. There's so many people who are into this, and I love the reprints that are in it, and there's a couple of key cards that are great, but I can mostly take this one off. But there's lots of people out there that like this, which means it's good, because people like it. And more people can afford to play it, which is really good.
So we're going back to the regular pricing structure, if we have that without MSRPs, whatever.
They do.
Whatever, yeah.
They just don't tell us what it is.
It is what it is, and that's what it is, even though it doesn't exist. It's like the secondary market value. WotC doesn't acknowledge it,
but they do.
It's excitement value. Mm-hmm. So this is exciting without being exciting.
Yes, it's exciting without being air quotes exciting.
Yeah, so this is the first time we're going back to the regular pricing structure of sealed products since All Will Be One, Aftermath.
March of the Machine.
March of the Machine.
March
yes.
of the Machine.
Not Aftermath, because that was just the epilogue boosters.
There
right?
have been three Magic booster boxes that you could buy.
Three
sets of them. There's Lord of the Rings,
Commander Masters,
Aftermath.
Oh, Aftermath. Yeah, but that was cheap though.
Still regular.
Oh,
regular.
It was regular price, but you got less cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is regular.
So now we're back to
this is like Uncle Brando's Fiber Emporium regular,
right?
So it's like if you're in the land of the free or somewhere in Europe and you use the euro, I guess as long as you don't use the dong, it's like $5 or $6 for a collector booster. It's $3 or $4 for a draft booster. That's like regular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The pre-cons, if you were to buy both of them in Canadian dollars, loonies and toonies, they average $50 each. One is like one is 45 and one is like, I don't know, 60.
That's still more than they should be, but
they're not 100.
Yeah, let's take the win.
They're 50. They're half as much as like a month ago.
Yeah.
They're half as much.
For a deck that's just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think the two pre-cons are actually good.
They are good.
And
they're very good.
I think they provide more mechanical interest and visual interest than the Commander Masters ones did.
Agreed.
I don't think that those were interesting pre-cons, so much so that we didn't even talk about them on the show, did we?
We sort of did. We did like a tertiary evaluation of all 4 of them on one show.
Oh.
And they were fine.
Well, I got the 2 pre-cons up, and they're sitting at like $100 and $136 in value, which is what some people cares about.
It's pre-order pricing, though. Also, keep that in mind. We're recording this 2 weeks out of release.
Yeah.
So some of the newly printed cards are still just $20, even though they're not.
Yeah, well, they're not in the. There's certainly no $20 cards in the lists. There are none. But some of the new cards are elevated. Some of the cards that are expensive in the pre-cons are actually like Rishkar's Expertise and Glenelender Archmage and definite staples that we do need reprints of that are powerful cards.
Good to see them.
That are in pre-cons, and they're half as much as a month ago.
Yes.
This is fantastic. So, we could gush all day about
how you can afford to play this game again.
It's awesome to be able to afford product, and how shitty Commander Masters was for what retailers were charging for it.
Yeah.
In addition to that, we have what are called the Enchanting Tales. Watch CCO's top 5 and 5 on it if you want the 5-minute condensed version. This is the expanded version with Uncle Brando.
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
I'm here also.
So I want to know your favorite cards, what you think about the art treatment, and how you feel about card selection.
I have one thing to add before we jump into it.
Oh, yeah?
One thing.
Okay.
This is the second time that WotC has had a major story arc end. Mm-hmm. There was Nick Bolas fighting the Planeswalkers on Ravnica and then getting exiled to wherever the hell he went.
In recent history, let's say.
And then there was the Phyrexians getting their shit pushed in, and then they get sent off to wherever the hell Teferi was living before. I don't care.
Sure.
That they went to Eldraine right afterwards.
I think it's.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that was kind of neat. It's like, well, we don't have anything else to do. Eldraine.
Well, you know what? In Friday's top 5 and 5, I talk about my favorite Eldraine things. And I mentioned this. I mentioned this thing specifically. And I talk about when Magic doesn't take itself too seriously. Not unset levels of not serious, but I specifically reference War of the Spark. I specifically reference the Phyrexian invasion. That's heavy shit. Like that's high level fantasy war epics.
Yeah.
Right? That's like some Warhammer 40K stuff.
Yeah.
And then we go to a wild and fantastic, as in it's like classic fantasy trope setting. Mm-hmm. It's still Magic. It's still fantasy, but now it's like lighthearted, fun, jovial.
There's a cake that eats you.
Yes. It gives us all the tropes, but it turns them on their head so they feel fun and interesting. And what's important here, over and above affordable, is they feel refreshing. Yeah. This is a refreshing set in that it's funny again. Magic is fun and funny again.
Yeah. What, a game that's fun? What? What the hell are you doing even?
It's never fun for me. I just try to be smarter than my opponent all the time.
Enchanting Tales.
Enchanting Tales.
Second time WotC has done... This is the third time WotC has done something like this.
So we got Mystical Archive in Strixhaven.
And Multiverse Legends in Warlord, whatever the hell that other thing was.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
So they have their own little set aside from the set that's inserted into the regular set, so you can get these everywhere you get cards. If you open a pack, you will get these.
Even in draft boosters?
Even in draft boosters, you are going to get these.
That makes me even happier that you can get them in draft boosters, because some of these cards are like $40 and $50.
Yeah, and you can get them anywhere you open cards. There's a chance of you getting one of these.
Do you have the breakdown in your head? Do you have the breakdown? You could probably get like one in the land slot in a draft booster.
You get one in every draft booster.
One in every draft booster?
One in every set booster.
One in every set booster.
You get one uncommon and one foil uncommon in each collector booster.
Okay.
And then you have a chance at a rare or mythic one in another slot, and then there's another slot at the end where you also have a chance at the confetti super duper anime style ones.
Oh, so we could have 6. So if I buy a drafty, a collecty, and a SETI,
Yes.
I could have 6 opportunities to see one of these cards.
Yes.
Could I open the same card 6 times? Also, yes.
Yeah, also yes.
Because they come
Yes,
from
we did.
different slots that are seated by different sheets.
Yes.
So if the sheets roll over and you
yes.
and you have the overlap of the exact same card in the exact same slot on different sheets.
If you want to see people opening the same card on the same sheet in the same pack, check out my box opening when they come out and open some of AA Ron Carrar's stuff.
He sent you some?
He's going to, yes.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not sure what it is, but it's on its way, which is exciting.
Brando's box openings on the CCO YouTube channel. You should watch them. They're tons of fun. The last one actually made me laugh hard. I actually was editing it, like putting it together like at 10 o'clock one night, and I'm just pissing myself. And Rebecca comes in. She's like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, Brando's just sometimes the stuff he says is just so out to left field. So the BBO of CCO, we call it. There'll be one for Eldraine coming up. And if you want to send Brando your stuff,
I'll open it for you, then send it to you without stealing anything.
that's fantastic. And you know what's even better is if you order it from Fusion and you live in the land of the free, they can't ship sealed product across the border. But Uncle Brando sure as hell
Yeah, I can.
He opens it on the channel so you get to see everything you have. And then he'll send it to you wrapped up in a little box.
Yeah.
And you can use the promo code to get a discount on it. So
Right?
that's perfect.
It's all kinds of cool.
Perfect. So your favorite cards. What
Let's
do we
jump
got? What
in
do we
here.
got here?
Too many to count, honestly.
Pick at least one from each color.
One from each
Oh,
color.
there we go.
Okay. This actually isn't... Ones that I'm the most excited to see / get for myself.
Yeah.
In white, we have Blind Obedience and Land Tax.
Yep.
Very excited for both
Blind
of those.
Obedience and Land Tax. Okay, Land Tax is on my list. What about Smothering Titties there? It's got a pizza oven.
It's okay. I don't know.
What
Southern
about
Tide
the?
is fine.
Oh, yeah. What about the art on the Phyrexian Unlife? Man, there's so much cool stuff.
That's very cool. But we're going to get into the art. And all
Okay.
that stuff in a
Yeah.
second
We'll
here.
talk about the art in a minute.
In blue, my personal favorite ones. I'm looking at Copy Enchantment.
I knew you'd like that one.
I like that one a lot. And Intruder Alarm.
Yes.
Oh, baby. And we're also getting Heuristic Study, which needs a reprint real bad. It's a common that's $45. It should not be. And believe me, these are going to be low for a couple of months after release.
Look at the rarity on that Ristic Study.
It is a mythic, but when I opened, what was the one that had the instants and sorceries? That was Kamigawa, right? No, it wasn't Kamigawa. Strixhaven.
Strixhaven.
I think I saw each and every one of those Mystical Archives cards in multiple formats. Just, they were everywhere.
Yeah, I see them. Yeah.
Like, while these are mythics and they have their own slots,
And
they're
they-
in every pack.
They did them the same way too, where it was instants and sorceries and an anime equivalent, right?
Yep.
And these are all enchantments with an anime equivalent.
Yes.
Seeded, I think probably in an identical way that the Mystical Archives were seeded, right?
Probably. You're gonna get fewer of the anime ones here because there's fewer of them and blah blah blah.
Okay.
But these cards are gonna be around and you're gonna be able to get them, and that's so important.
Yeah.
In black, we have a few that I like. I like Polluted Bonds because I'm a scumbag.
Yep.
I like Oppression because I'm a scumbag.
You like Gravy P
I
because
like Grave Pact because I'm a
you're
scumbag.
And you like Necropotence because
I'm a
you're
scumbag. Also, that Waste Not art is so cool.
It actually has scum on it.
Yes. Now, let me hit you with this, Ryan.
Sure.
Let me hit you with this. The red cards. Index at my house right now.
How many?
All of them except for Dragon Mantle. I play every single one of them.
Give them a read. Give each one of them a read.
Aggravated Assault.
That's an extra combat one.
Blood Moon.
That's makes all mountains.
Fiery Emancipation.
Triple damager.
Goblin Bombardment.
Sack a goblin, deal damage.
Impact Tremors.
ETBs deals 1.
Leyline of Lightning.
I don't know what this one does.
Whenever you cast a spell, you can pay 1. It deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker.
Okay.
Mana Flare.
That's a tap a mana, take damage.
Raid
Oh,
Bombardment.
no. Mana Flare is double mana, right?
Yes,
For
it
everybody.
is.
Yeah.
Raid Bombardment. Little dude attacks. It deals 1 damage to the defending player.
Okay.
Repercussion.
When a creature takes damage, deals that much damage to its controller. Oh, man. Imagine that one in your deck that we were talking about yesterday.
I won't have to because I'm going to get this one and put it in there. Shared Animosity. This is a big one.
Whenever a creature attacks, all creatures of the same type also get big equal to number of attacking creatures.
Yes.
I played that one in Petitioners.
That's a good card, and
Yep.
it needed the reprint. And Sneak Attack,
Put a guy into play, gains haste.
right? Like, that's an awesome selection of cards. And I think it's the first time Mana Flare is available in foil. I think.
No.
It's not?
No, I think it was in like 10th edition or M10 or something.
I don't know, man.
Let's look it up.
Let's actually look that one up. But this is the red and the green. Also, we're going to talk some green here in a second. And green, while I'm not currently playing all of them, I have played all of them in decks at one point or the other. What are we thinking on this Mana Flare?
Oh, I think you're right.
There we go. There you go. You want a foil Mana Flare? Get one. Gonna be cheap-ish. Say ish because
Yeah,
the first
it was
one.
printed online in the new card frame twice. No, once, and
Doesn't
once
even
in
count.
30th edition. Could you get foils in the 30th edition beta repacks? I don't think you could.
and those were proxies anyway, so who cares?
Yeah,
So cool. Fucking
yeah.
cool.
It's $2.
And then for green, we've got Defense of the Heart. Amazing card. Doubling Season. Just got a reprint. Always needs another reprint.
Yep. Watch the top 5 and 5 and hear me say doubling season on 2 of them in a row.
Garrick's Uprising is a really, really good card. If you don't have them, you should get them, and now you can.
Cool picture on that one.
Ground Seal is a really great piece of graveyard hate. Pretty cool, and it draws you a card. Hardened Scales is a +1/+1 counter card. You can always use more of
The
those.
ley lines can piss off. Like
Yeah,
these all suck, even the red one, except the black one.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, those are probably the worst includes, I think.
Nature's Will is a card that taps your opponent's lands and you hit them with a creature. Not necessarily the most exciting, but it's a $60.
I asked for your favorite ones, not every one.
You are getting my favorite ones. You are
Nature's
getting
Will
my-
sucks. I've never seen you play that card ever.
It's good though. It's fine. Parallel Lives is doubling season. Primal Vigor is also doubling season. Prismatic Omen makes all your lands tap for everything. Unnatural Growth doubles the power of your creatures every combat.
Yeah, that one's good.
I like that one.
Utopia Sprawl, I play that in 2 decks.
And it again was costing money. And
Yeah,
now they will cost nothing.
Yeah, it's an uncommon, so
The
you're going to hit that one lots.
Oh yeah, the uncommons of these are going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're looking at these thinking, man, I really like that Season of Growth. I really hope I open one of those. You're gonna. If they're an uncommon on these and they're good, there's no real misses. The ley lines maybe, but these are all out of the park hits.
Yep.
This is spectacular as far as reprints go. There's some really, really expensive needed ones. There are some that were needlessly expensive that they've reprinted. And there's some really exciting ones that I think people haven't played, but now they're going to get a chance to because they're finally updated for today. And they all have really cool art, and they have 2 different foiling styles, which is great. And there's 2 different alternate arts on all of them as well. So there's something for everybody.
There's something literally for everybody. Unless you're a completionist and want to completely collect every single card printed in the set, you're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, there's...
But we don't think that those people exist.
Yeah, and if they do, they're Post Malone. There's 103 different cards if you try to get all treatments and styles.
Whew.
That's a lot of cards,
Wowzers,
right?
Yeah.
But they're again no duds. How often do you hear no duds?
There are duds, but the duds aren't as duddy. The floor of the duds is a lot higher.
Yeah.
The floor is like the second floor.
Yes, you're not in the basement, right?
You're not in the basement. Yeah, exactly.
It's not Zatalpa.
Yeah.
It's not Sun Titan.
Or the duds like Key to the City on the retro frames from wherever, like where it was like an 80-cent card before, then it got a retro frame and it's like 21 cents.
No, it's a 3-cent card.
Yeah. So at least the duds will be playable in decks. They do go into decks, and some of them are fantastic. New art, new foiling, new border, first time in foil. and all Commander staples.
Yeah.
So I think that is a home run each way from Sunday. It doesn't make the packs cost any less, despite $50 and $60 cards being in them. The pre-cons are affordable. Man,
we're starting off pretty strong.
we're starting off strong, and I don't even really like the set very much.
Yeah, well, that's what we said right off the top. This set is great, and we don't even really like it, and it's still great.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the food thing and the tropes and all that stuff, but the story and kind of the cutesy nature isn't always my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But even that, because we're getting rats for the rat people, we're getting cats, we're getting
There's a dog.
we're getting fairies and dogs, and there's a raccoon.
Yeah, there is a raccoon. Yes.
Fantastic.
All right, we got the Mystical Archives out the way. We're going to flip over to some cards and talk about them.
Okay, we're going to kick things off right now from the Commander Precons, a 3-drop mana rock. We always say they're interesting. This is Misleading Signpost.
Oh, yeah, baby. I love this one.
Such a funny trope,
Yep.
right? Like the classic fork in the road.
Yep.
Shortcut, super hard and dangerous and dark. And long way, super easy, jovial, fun, sunshine and rainbows.
Right.
Okay, blue. 2 artifact with flash.
Ooh.
Taps for a blue, mind you, not even colorless.
This is pretty good.
I might put this in Brewvac.
Probably should.
Probably should. When Misleading Signpost enters the B, and during the declare attacker's step, you may select which player or permanent target attacking creature is attacking. Ooh, attack me, will you? Just kidding.
Now, you can't make somebody attack themselves.
That's
which
right.
is unfortunate, but here we are.
I can make target attacking creature that's going to deal a whole bunch or kill me in my Brewvac because I probably don't have blockers.
Yeah.
I'm going to make them attack somebody else. Somebody who I wasn't actively milling right now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
thus
fun.
putting them closer to death. Now, we did a 3-drop mana rock. It would behoove us to talk to all of the new members of the nation who don't know what we're about and think that you can only play 2 mana rocks, because that's what Josh Lee Kwai said.
Well, Josh Lee Kwai was wrong.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh.
You can absolutely play 3-drop mana rocks because they're more interesting and fun. We just proved that.
Okay. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We proved that all the way.
And we throw shade at Josh all the time. Hey, I had a wonderful conversation with Josh in Minneapolis,
He's a good man.
just about just sitting at the bar. We just chatted.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right, let's talk. Lots of people are excited about the Iron Crag.
me too.
I'm not.
Josh Lee Kwai too.
Good for him. So it's a legendary artifact for 2, taps for colorless, so it's a 2-drop mana rock. And whenever a legendary creature comes into play under your control, you may have it become a legendary equipment named Everflame Hero's Legacy. If you do, it ceases to be a mana rock and turns into an equipment that has 3 equip. Equipped creature gets +3/+3.
Is that the sword and the stone?
I guess so.
Is that what that is?
I suppose.
I don't know enough about King Arthur and what the sword and or the stone or the sword in the stone, what that thing is called in that lore.
It's got a cool picture. It's got like there's a bunch of swords in this particular stone, which is cool.
Kind of want that in Brewvac too. Because it's a 2-drop mana rock, and that's where a lot of those exist for me. And I can equip Brewvac with it after I don't need the mana for it anymore. And he becomes a 4/7. That is a hard guy to attack through. I also might want this in Bryon Stoutarm, because I can mana rock until I equip somebody I want to fling, and then I frickin' fling, and it deals 3 extra.
In my head, if I'm going to pay 5 all-in mana to put a sword on a guy, that sword's going to give me protection from 2 colors, +2/+2, and a bunch of other relevant abilities.
But
And I know those don't tap for mana.
I will posit this question, at what point are you not paying 5 anymore to equip it? Because you could play this on turn 2, and by turn 7, it's made you more mana than it cast, and made you more mana than it cost to equip. So after a while, it does pay for itself, right? So you could make an argument for it being free, though it isn't.
No, it's certainly not.
Because it does cost mana to do all those things, but it does pay for itself.
Over 7 turns.
It's an interesting card, right?
It's a cool card, and it's worth playing, but I don't think I will be one of the people playing it.
I think that I might be.
Let's go on to a card that I am going to play.
Okay.
Lady of Laughter.
Lady of Laugh.
Here's why I like this card. Let me tell you all the reasons I like it. 1, it has frogs on it. 2, it's a lady that laughs, and I love to laugh. She's a 4/5, 4/5, white 3 with
4/5, 4/5.
Yes, 4/5, 4/5. With flying and celebration. Celebration, as we talked about yesterday, is if you have 2 non-land permanents come into the battlefield under your control, you get an effect. In this particular case, the effect is draw a card.
Hey.
That's pretty cool,
I
right?
don't mind that.
So at the beginning of your end step, if you've had 2 not land things come in, you draw a card.
Probably you will.
Yes,
Especially if you drew a card.
that's right.
Like last turn.
Yeah. It
Okay.
kind of makes you the monarch as long as your deck is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and it's on a neat 4/5 body that flies around.
Hey.
I like that one.
Very noble.
Very noble.
Not advisor.
Not an advisor.
Hard pass.
Alas, right?
Hard pass.
Alas.
Okay, let's talk about also not advisor. I want your thoughts on this. I'm staying in white here.
Okay.
Moonshaker Cavalry.
Oh,
I
that's one of the-
thought this card was fake when I first saw it
I
because
did too.
it's literally Crater Hoof Behemoth.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a 6/6 Spirit Knight with flying, mind you.
With flying.
White, 5. When Moonshaker Cavalry enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain flying and get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. This is Crater Hoof Behemoth, but with flying
Yes.
and not trample.
Right.
And this doesn't have haste.
Also correct.
So, yeah, make the case it's not as good as Crater Hoof Behemoth, but flying.
Yeah.
Which
The
might
butt
be better.
flying might change people's minds.
Yeah, might just make it not matter that it's not as good.
Exactly.
Because guys aren't going to be able to block just like weenies can't chump tramplers,
Yes.
right? So this is white getting Crater Hoof Behemoth. Can we say that, like, are we off the rhetoric from last year that white doesn't get good stuff?
We have to be.
Who's not getting good stuff now? Like, who's the new white? That's a funny thing to say.
Blue?
Is blue the new white?
Is blue the new white? I think it might be. I don't know.
Is blue the new white? Commander players are just like scratching their neck. Give us more Ristic studies. Frickin' Moonshaker Cavalry's coming out being like, white's the new green. Swinging his big white dink around like he's a green creature.
Jesus.
What the hell's magic even anymore?
I know, right?
It's cheap. White's green. Blue sucks. Oh, man. Josh Lee Quire likes 3-drop mana rocks.
Yeah, what's
Man,
going on here?
Frickin' food eats you. The whole world's upside down.
Eldraine, man. It's madness.
Oh, man. I can't complain, though.
Every single time we have a set come out, I always talk about this card.
Every tinkle time?
Every tinkle time.
Okay.
The clone.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the clone of the set. It's Likeness Looter. It's a 1/1 for black-blue.
Oh, I like this one.
With flying. It loots, which is cool. And it has X. Likeness Looter becomes a copy of target creature in your graveyard with mana value X, except it has flying and this ability. So you can just like keep doing that.
This is a graveyard cloner, which we don't have very many of in the game of Magic the Gathering, hey?
Yes. You
There's
don't
only a
see very
couple.
many of them.
So this could be like the self-mill clone deck, or my good thing that I cloned died and I want to clone it.
Yep.
Or your good thing. Does it get your thing?
It only gets my
It
stuff.
only gets, yeah.
Your
Okay.
stuff. Whoever's playing it only gets your stuff. So I like that one because it's a clone. No other reason. Card that's been getting, I would say, the most talk around the kitchen table.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit off the air already. We talked about Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
Oh, yeah. You're jumping around all over the place. aren't you?
I'm everywhere. Yeah. So Agatha's Soul Cauldron is a legendary artifact for 2. You can spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Then it has another line of text. It says creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Then it has another paragraph of text that says tap exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control.
Yeah. So that is Chromatic Lantern for activated abilities,
Yes.
plus kind of Necrotic Ooze.
Plus kind of Scavenging Ooze.
You gonna play in your Ooze deck?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's exactly where it's going. 100%. I'm very excited
Oh,
about
man.
it.
I wish it was another mana rock instead of the any color thing. I wish it was a tap to add thing.
Add 1 mana of any
Sure.
color or whatever, sure.
Again, and this feels funny to say that I'm putting this much thought into non-mill cards in Brewvac, but this could go in there because it graveyard hates creatures, and Brewvac doesn't do anything except block anyways. So if I can exile stuff that you could potentially reanimate, but I could get benefit from that by making Brewvac either bigger or giving him something to do.
You could turn him into a Gaia's Cradle.
Ooh, could I?
Yeah, if you get the Gaia's Cradle guy.
The Guy's Cradle guy. Yeah, I suppose.
Right? Like, gets an activated ability, man. Like,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally he'll probably just become a mana dork.
Yeah, but hey, he's a 2/5 mana dork. That's not bad.
I don't mind that because I do so many things at instant speed. I could leave him up to block and then end of player 4's turn, like cast a card draw spell with Brewvac.
Yep.
See, like, that's good.
That's a cool card. People are saying, oh, it's going to go in every deck. I think that we are of the mind, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
But it's going to go in a couple decks that you'll see around the nation.
It's generically good. It's graveyard hate. It's, let's call it fixing, right? Mana fixing in decks that care about activated abilities or have any number of them. Mm-hmm. Or in metas that have
a ton of reanimator stuff.
Decks that have lots of activated ability commanders. Like, it's going to get all of those things and generically be a fine card. I wouldn't even call it good. It's fine.
It's fine. There's nothing. I mean, there's other graveyard hate out there, and there's other activated ability stuff.
I'm upgrading it. It is a good card. It is a good card. It's above fine, but it isn't every deck and format warping and defining.
Yeah, it's not Voidmere. Let's just.
Oh yeah, Voidmere totally ruined the whole format.
Yeah, so let's just. Yeah.
Here's one. Here is whole baby.
Okay.
So you ever cast a Barter in Blood? Black 2. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures.
Okay.
Ooh,
that's lots.
Sounds like I could put that in Lord of Tressorhorn and have all my guys eat shit.
Yes.
And get benefit from them while nuking you.
Yes.
How about let's rank prank my dank? Rankle's prank.
Let me tell you about Rankle's prank real quick.
Sure.
First of all, WotC did not reprint Anointed Procession in the Mystical Archive.
Correct.
Then they didn't give Torbran a new card in this set. And then they printed this card and didn't call it Rankle's Prankle. What the actual? Who they got working there? They're idiots.
Who they got working there?
Like, who saw that and didn't say, Rankle's Prankle? Who let this happen?
I'm not sure.
This is Skull Clamp level of mistake.
This is Affinity level of mistake. This is a Storm level of mistake.
Instead of the new Storm scale, it's going to be Rankle's Prankle scale.
Oh, man.
Prank scale.
Prank scale. This card is a prank. I'm not even going to play it. It's going to be a prank when I play it. I'm going to say Rankle's prank. Just kidding. It's Barter and Blood still. And for the record, the new Fiery Emancipation does have Torbran on it and in the flavor text.
Well.
Hey, that's thematic. Okay, Rankle's Prankle. Sorcery. Black 2, just like Barter and Blood.
Yes.
Choose one or more.
No.
Okay, I wonder what these things could be. Each player discards 2 cards.
Oh my god.
Each player loses 4 life.
Why not?
Each player sacrifices 2 creatures.
Holy shit.
So what I'm going to do is choose each player sacks 2 creatures because I'm taking Barter and Blood out and putting this card in.
Yes.
But also, everybody's going to lose 4 life because I hate life.
Yes.
We should have less.
Yes.
Also, each player's going to discard 2 cards. You know why? Because probably in my Lord of Tressorhorn deck, I don't have any cards in my hand at this point anyways. Because what's card draw? You know what card draw is?
Tell me.
When Skull Clamp is equipped to some guy in my deck, and then I cast a Rankle's Prank, and I have to discard 2, but I'm just going to draw 2. This card slaps. This card, the kids would say it slaps.
If I still had Turgid together, it would go very well in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Let me read what might be the most confusing Magic the Gathering card I have seen in a long time.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Feral Encounter.
No.
So this is the fight between Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. This is what's happening on the picture. It's a sorcery for green, and it says, I don't know what it does, but I'm going to tell you what it says. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may exile a creature card from among them. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exiled card this turn. At the beginning of the next combat phase this turn, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power up to one target creature you don't control. So what the hell happened there, Ryan?
I have no idea.
Like, did we draw a card? Did we mill 5 cards? Do we have a creature that fights another creature? Do we have to play the creature that we got with mana? What does this card actually do?
You know what? That's going to be one of the ones like Blood Chief Ascension, where I'm just going to allow my opponent to read it, and I'll stare blankly through them for 1,000 miles. And as they go about their business, playing the game of Magic with that on the battlefield, that is,
yes.
I'm just going to trust that they're doing what that card says. And we'll all be the better for it.
Absolutely. Hey, did you like Tangled Colony?
Tangled Colony?
Yeah.
Give it a read.
Tangled Colony is a 3/2 for 2 that can't block.
I'm listening.
It's a rat, but get this. When Tangled Colony eats shit, you get X. 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the amount of damage it took this turn.
Brash Taunter likes that guy.
Yes, he does. So you blasphemous acted.
Yeah, you do.
You get 13 bros. And since Shared Animosity is available now, then you're going to win. That's what that's going to do.
Yes.
Oh, I like Tangled Colony. That's a cool
Yeah,
one.
that is a cool one. It sounds like a green card, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It would make saps.
Yes. Tangled Colony. That's like kind of the picture kind of and the ability kind of give me Mere Battlesphere vibes. But it's like,
Yeah.
oh, no, it's Mere Rattlesphere.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, God.
Oh, now we're talking.
You didn't even set me up. I just made that up right now.
That was good. I like
That's
that a lot.
a gooder.
Oh, man.
How do we even follow that up, Frick?
I'll tell you how we followed up,
Sure.
Ryan. I talked about this card yesterday, the card that's going right into Brutaclad. And I will argue, new CCO special based strictly on the name.
Okay.
Asinine Antics.
Ass?
Ass in 9 Antics.
Yes.
Here's what it does. It's a sorcery for blue 2. You can cast it if it had flash if you pay 2 more. For each creature your opponents control, you create a cursed roll token attached to that creature. I don't give a shit what that token does. I don't care. The fact is I get 1 token for each of my opponent's creatures.
Ooh,
and
yeah,
then I
that's good.
immediately turn them into 7 dwarves and beat the shit out of them with them.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the enchantments are tokens.
That's right.
Which one is it again? Which kind is it?
Cursed.
A cursed one? Let's see here. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 1/1. That's one that you would put on your opponent's creatures, right?
Yes.
Unless, you had a 0/1 and you wanted to attack with it. Attack with my Phyrexian Walker or my Kobold.
My Ornithopter.
Yes.
Get in
Ornithopter, take 1.
there. Infinitely more damage.
I like that, yeah.
So that's
Oh, man.
Asinine Antics.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about a cycle.
Okay.
Actually, I want to talk about 2 things.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk about more food that's just stuff, like artifacts that aren't tokens. Like 3 bowls of porridge. We just get more stuff now. That's just food. Like limbless
Okay.
bread.
Okay.
And 3 bowls of porridge. I don't care what it does.
And there's all those creatures that are foods and
Yeah.
Okay,
We're just
yeah.
getting more food. Again, the food deck to really, I said it yesterday, hook, line, and sinker the people that entered for Frodo and Sam Precon deck.
Yep.
And now just are foodies. Right?
Sure.
That are here because they want to do more of what they kind of got into Magic for doing.
They're trying to keep those people around like we talked about yesterday. That was a very sound analysis by my
Yeah.
boy Ryan.
And here's the thing, in 5 or 10 years from now, when you ask people, when did you start playing? And they say, well, I got in because of Lord of the Rings, but all of the food stuff that I could add to my Frodo and Sam deck, the first deck I ever made, is still there, and it's my food deck, and it's all foiled, and it's all pimp, and it's my first deck, and food's powerful now, and there's food combos, and there's food secret layers from different countries, right?
Ooh.
And
That
And in-
trademark.
in the future, that's the equivalent of us saying something like, well, I started playing during Masks or Invasion, but then I stopped until Lorwyn. And when I got into Lorwyn, I like fairies. And now fairies is like one of the main creature types that you could play in blue-black.
Yeah, like
right?
We didn't really talk about it yet, but I mean, we can now because we can do whatever we want because it's our show. The fairy deck helmed by like Una, Queen of the Fae, got way better with this set.
I would argue that Una's not even the best fairy commander, and it's not close.
But lots of people have Una, Queen of the Fae, because they wanted to do fairies, and if you wanted to just keep that deck together, because it's a classic and you like it, you got some serious upgrades coming in this set, which is great.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about a cycle of cards now, and it's the rare dual land, creature land cycle. We're going to get into those. I think Restless Bivouac is the worst one. For my purposes. And like you say, it's my show. I'll do what I want. So they all need to be tapped. They all give 2 enemy colors. So red, white, black, green, black, white, blue, red, green, blue. Yeah, okay. So Restless Bivouac, you can go white, red, 1, and it becomes a 2/2 red and white ox. Creature until end of turn, it's still a land. Whenever Restless Bivouac attacks, put a +1 counter on target creature you control.
So that's Ranging Ravine, but not as good.
Sure, it's not exactly that. But whenever this land attacks, I'm buffing my other guys. Like, that's...
Why does this one get big? It just makes itself bigger. Oh, target creature you control. I see.
Target creature you control. Yeah, that's...
Okay, that does change things. I thought it was just on this thing. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad.
Cool art on the full arts, eh?
Yes.
Like on the full art of that one?
All of the full arts of this cycle are very, very
fantastic.
Nice. Especially Restless Cottage.
Well, let's do. Restless Cottage is a cottage with legs, and in the regular art, it's actually a cottage where the door is a mouth. And one looks scary, one looks cute. So this is the green-black one. You can go green-black 2. It becomes a 4/4 creature horror until end of turn. Whenever it attacks, create a food token and exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard.
So it eats something and then poops it out as food.
Ooh.
That's my favorite one, both because its picture is cool and I think its ability is the ability I like the best too.
Yes, this is the one that I think goes in my lands deck because the food will gain me life and make ad nauseum better.
Yes.
I could gain 3 life and potentially draw like 5 or 6 more cards because there's 69 land in the deck if I put this one in.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So black-white one. This is Restless Fortress. They're all restless, by the way.
Yes.
White-black 2 becomes a 1/4 with what has it got? Nightmare? 1/4 white.
It's a nightmare.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sucky.
And then when it attacks, target defending player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. That's the suckiest one, I think.
Oh, well, that one's good in my lands deck too because again, it gains me life. 2 life is like drawing 3 or 4 cards off of ad nauseum.
Sure.
That's pretty good. Red, blue. This is the cheapest one. Just red, blue. That's it. And it becomes a 2/1 blue elemental creature with, as long as it's your turn, this creature has first strike.
Sure.
And when it attacks, scry 1.
That's pretty good.
That's fine. That's fine on land if I can continuously scry.
Yeah.
Because it does it fly?
No.
Oh, it doesn't fly. Oh, crap.
It has first strike.
I would rather it have flying.
Agreed. It
Especially
looks like it has flying. In the super duper art, it looks like there's 2 of them and they both have flying.
Yeah.
And they're
it should be a 1/1 with double strike. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Restless Vine Stalk is the green-blue one, and you can go green-blue 3, and it becomes a 5/3 plant, which
5/5.
5/5? 5/5 plant, which is relevant if you got like a Avenger of Zendikar.
Sure.
5/5 plant with trample, and when it attacks, up to 1 target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. So it could boost your other guys.
Or it could shrink a blocker.
Oh, yeah. Target creature.
Yeah, nice Kozilek, dickhead.
Yeah, nice 5/5 that we'll trade with, and you'll get one of my lands. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, not anymore. So
Cool.
I like that. I like that it's the vine stalk too, or the beanstalk.
Yes.
The beanstalk chops back, baby. Right? That's awesome.
And Eldraine Beanstalk chops you.
He should have a little axe.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
Altars every Thursday on our Facebook page. There we go.
Oh, man.
What about the virtues? How do you feel about the virtues? Have you seen that cycle too? We're talking about cycles.
Man, if the blue one doesn't mill, I'm not interested. But it is an adventure, so it might go in my what is it? Ground squirrel butthole deck.
Ground squirrel butthole. Yes.
Yep.
What does the blue one do? We'll take a look. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. You could do that with mill.
That's pretty cool.
That is, it works with crabs. And then it has the adventures is Vantress Visions, copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's fine.
That's a fine card.
That's a
they
pretty good
all
card.
they all do good things, right? I particularly like the green one actually.
The triple mana.
It's triple mana on an enchantment for 7.
Ooh.
So that's like Nyxbloom Ancient, but a dude.
But you can't kill it with terror. You can't tear it.
Nyxbloom Agent, but not a dude.
Yeah.
yeah. And it's got an adventure that says return target creature or land from your graveyard to your hand.
And that only costs 1.
Yeah, so that's actually good.
Yeah.
And then the other card is actually good.
You know what I've taken to kind of doing, or what I thought of doing with that, is you go fetch land, fetch a land that taps for green, tap it for green, adventure this, get your fetch back for your next turn.
Yeah.
That's fixing is what that is.
I like that.
That's good.
That's pretty cool. I like that they flipped it again on its head with Bramble Familiar / Fetch Quest. Fetch Quest. So Bramble Familiar is the card. It's a 2/2 for 2 that taps for a green. Then you can go green 1, tap, discard a card, return Bramble Familiar to its owner's hand.
Neat.
So later in the game, you can cash it in for its adventure. So you could have early game Mana Dork, late game Fetch Quest, green 5, mill 7 cards, and then put a creature or land from among them onto the battlefield.
That's pretty cool.
7 and battlefield. That's like late game in Commander. Like I'm casting a 7-drop. That might see 10% of my deck.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's not too bad
Pretty
at all.
good.
Let's do a little bit of it's my favorite because of the art.
Sure.
You know which one we're going to talk about, don't you? Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Devouring Sugar Maw, specifically the storybook treatment. So it's this little pink cake thing that either has really intense nostrils or really beady little eyes and scary teeth, and he's just eating some poor sucker. Man, I love this card.
The answer to what you said is yes.
Yes. And it's a 6/6 for 4. Menace Trample. Holy crap. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token. If you don't, you tap it. So I guess you bargain with it. Mm-hmm. If you bargain with it, it will attack for you. And it has an adventure called Have for Dinner, which is an instant for white 1. Create a 1/1 white human creature token and a food token.
There you go.
In this particular case, create 2 food tokens. Because they're food for Devouring Sugar Maw. And I'm going to play that just if I get one, I will put it in a deck. I don't know which one, but I am going to play that just because I love the picture.
Yes.
And I want to look at it and I want to smile every time I see it. And that's cool.
Yes. Final thing. I got 2 things I want to talk about here.
Okay.
And one, I've mentioned it 2 or 3 times now on the 2 Eldraine shows we've done this week.
Okay.
But the connection that this set makes to the Lord of the Rings set is very strong. And when we talked about all the epic storyline and the huge invasions and and then we go to whimsical Eldraine, I like this is another reason that this is not an accident.
Okay.
Because you can incorporate cards like the showcase version for Decadent Dragon.
Yeah.
And that piece of art is nearly exactly the same piece of art, red dragon with wings sitting on a pile of gold with his tail in front of him, the same piece of art that J.R.R. Tolkien hand done by himself for the original cover of The Hobbit, like in the 30s.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
And when people see that, they're going to say, hey, that looks awfully familiar. And they're going to wonder, what does this card do? What is this set about? What else can I find that is going to give me that deep and rich high fantasy feel? And they're going to find Eldraine, which is going to give them all that.
Yep.
But also, it's going to give them that lighthearted, whimsical fun, a lot like what the Hobbits give you at the start of The Lord of the Rings and the Dwarves give you throughout the first half of the Hobbit book. Mm-hmm. You're going to get all that in this set, and it's going to make you feel at home in this game.
And on top of that, It's also going to give you a Decadent Dragon, which is a flampling 4/4 for 4 that attacks to make a treasure token.
With
and
expensive taste adventure.
it lets you exile the top 2 cards of somebody else's library, and then you can play them.
I like it.
I like that a lot.
That's a good one. That's
a
Chaos Draw in black.
That's a cool card.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. My last card I want to talk about, just because I mentioned the kind of lighthearted fantasy nature, and the top 5 in 5 that comes out this Friday is going to continue to talk about that kind of stuff. We got a Regal Bunnycorn. Look at his stupid head. Oh man, look at a dummy. And look at, there's Werefox Bodyguard, Regal Bunnycorn. There's frickin' Pollen Shield Hair. Look at that guy.
What an idiot.
That guy's the boss in Watership Down.
What does Regal Bunnycorn do? It's
Regal Bunnycorn. Give him a read.
A rabbit unicorn.
Yes.
Star for white 1. Power and toughness each equal to the number of not land things you have. So that could be good in the food deck. It should be food. Rabbit, unicorn, food.
Yes.
And then it should have that ability and then food.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Rabbit unicorn goes in, like, it's a beater in token decks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A frickin' house of a beater. I think I hit all the stuff that I wanted to talk about. Do we want to talk about Asiok at all? Probably not, hey?
It's fine. Hey, what do you think about the basics? Good? We got a couple different treatments there, and we always touch on the basics.
The regular basics I'm not impressed with, if I'm going to be honest with you.
They look like regular lands.
The showcase ones I really do like. They look very deep, and they look like they have movement. To me, the plains looks like a swamp, but that happens sometimes.
The plains looks like a swamp. You're right. I thought that was the swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they have movement, like that kind of storybook animation kind of.
You can see the layers
very
moving.
slightly moving.
Yeah.
Disney did that in the 30s, where they had multiple drawings layered together, and then they zoomed in through the drawings. Yeah. That's how they make like Bambi and Snow White, and like the beginning or the intro to Sleeping Beauty and Beauty and the Beast. That's how they make them look like that.
Sure.
And I think that cartoon look in our mind exists on static art like these lands.
Yeah.
We can still imagine it moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is really cool that they can capture that.
I also really like that they all look kind of like an adventurous thing in the set, and all of these showcase lands are pointing you at a thing, a place that you could go, and then give you a path to get there. The mountain.
You have to walk through the art.
Yeah, all the bridges to get to the other side of the ravine. The forest, you can see, maybe that's one of those, like a Phyrexian, the tree.
It's a tunnel of trees
that's just left there that you want to go check out.
I could see Regal Bunnycorn running through there.
Right? There's a happy little cave on the island that you want to explore. There's a little kind of like a mushroom house on the swamp, and there's a little temple on the plains, all of which are in the background, and you have to walk through the art to get there. You have to go on an adventure to see what's at the end.
I like that. You go on an adventure to see what's at the end. It adds even more, what's the word? Dynamismness to the art, because not only can you see it moving where it's like overlapping kind of fairy tale paper animation,
mm-hmm.
but also you can imagine yourself moving through there and seeing it actually move beside you when you're there. The running water, or the crawling vines on the plains, or the bristling trees on the forests or swamps, and the swinging kind of rope bridges on the mountain.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll bet you if we were more versed in our fairy tales, we could probably tell where these are all from. Like, I'll bet you this plains is, who's the lady? Sleeping Beauty. That's Sleeping Beauty's tower, and then you're the prince or whatever coming to save him, and you got to go through the thorn bushes to get to the end, to go to the tower and do the thing. Or I guess we could go back to things that I like more. That's Princess Fiona's castle, and we're Shrek and Donkey.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going through the thing.
Who's Shrek and who's Donkey? That is the question.
Down in the comments, who's Shrek and who's Donkey?
I think generally I'm Shrek and you're Donkey, but when you're mad about trivial things, you're definitely Shrek, and I'm like, it's fine, Brando.
Yes.
And I'm Donkey.
Exactly.
Who's Shrek and who's Donkey? 51% of the time. Oh.
Is that the set? Have we talked about all the things and cards and mechanics and things that we wanted to hit on?
Oh, man. Look at the art on Lich King's Conquest. Last card. This is a promo card.
This is the buy a box?
I think so. Sorcery for black 4. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens. So you bargain X. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the B. Oh,
holy
that's going straight into Lord of Tressorhorn. I didn't see that one before. I'm so happy I read that.
Where does that come from?
It comes from my hand when I cast it, and I make you pain.
I wonder where you get that, though. Like, where does that...
Hurtsville.
I mean, I guess so. It's the only rare involved in these things. I wonder where you get that.
I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to say...
Because it's not in the main set.
Bundle. It says bundle on the bottom of it.
Oh, that'll be the bundle promo.
Bundle, the BP.
Oh, man.
Not to be confused with batting practice.
That's a good card. I like that one. I should play that one, too. Where would I play that one?
Lord of Tressorhorn. I'll build you a deck.
Oh, no. I know where it goes. It goes into my Orzhov Legendary Matters deck.
There you go.
Everybody. So I'll sack all my legends.
You get copies of them.
Get zombies of all of them. And then get them all back.
Yes, sir. And then they'll all die again.
No, because the tokens aren't legendary.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, that deck's real good.
Yeah, that's really good.
I didn't realize how good Myriad was in that deck until...
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to get Lich Knights Conquest, bundles, sealed, singles, whatever it is, and if you want to support Commander Cookout at the same time you're doing it...
That sounds great.
You go to FusionGamingOnline.com. You use the promo code CCO Summer or CCO Perks to get a discount on all that stuff. Because why would you not want to win, and win?
Everybody loves to win. Winning's my favorite thing.
Get the stuff you want. Get it at a discount. Support your favorite...
Ryan and Brando.
Support Ryan and Brando and Commander Cookout. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
We are probably your favorite team of people named Ryan and Brando. And if you have another one, I would like to meet them because that is weird.
Yeah, and none of this Brian and Rando stuff.
Yeah, it has to be Ryan and Brando, and we'll meet them and we'll have a showdown.
We will fight them.
Physically with our fists.
Yeah.
Unless they're like really big.
Yeah, then I'd probably run away because probably I'm faster.
Yeah, well, what would I do?
I don't care.
I'd have to cheat. I'd get them. I'd waffle them out back with a tire iron.
There you go.
I'd get them anyway.
Hit them with the playmat you were reserving for Max Crandell.
There we go. We got there. Thank you very much for being here as we've journeyed through Eldraine on another whirlwind adventure here on the show. We're going to be back next week with either an Eldraine deck or another episode of the Classics. Who can tell? Because we don't even know. But we're going to be back doing that on the next episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!